over the years. Was McCree in motion. Fake it. Go over the top. Down the sideline. Deuce Robinson is gone.
Welcome to the Put On Waivers Media Group, home of the Put On Raiders podcast and the Student Body Right podcast. This is your place for the best breakdowns and the best insight for those who fight on and bleed silver and black. Now, here are your hosts, Dwayne Douglas and Ryan Holmes.
Welcome, everybody, to the glorious episode of the Student Body Right USC podcast. I'm your host, Dwayne Douglas, along with Coach B, and we are podcasting on the beautiful shores of the Pacific Ocean, beautiful day out here in Southern California. PORSB is my Twitter handle, and then also POR.bsky.social for the transfer to the Blue Sky. So check me out there, and then Blue DVL 21 22. I screwed it up.
21.
Yeah, 21. That's Coach B, so check him out there. Also, host of we run the yard on playback, so we want to check him out and his crew over there too as well. If you don't know college football, just be a listener. If you do know college football, then hey, jump in and start talking. So USC won. Great job by USC to win a game. I'm not gonna poo-poo any wins because they've been hard to come by this season. They go for 5-5 now. So and then 3-5 in the conference. Really not indicative of how they've played to a certain extent because they've so many close games. But the turnovers bug obviously kept this game close. But I kind of expected Maava, who got his first start, to be a little bit, shaky here and there. But I think for the most part, this is what we kind of wanted to see from Lincoln Riley all season, as far as just the balance. 35 passes, 31 rushes. I don't know. You have a dynamic running game, and sometimes you just got to use it. So some people can actually see it. But it was good to see that. I thought it was interesting. USCJ had some of the parents on. He had some of the parents on, and they talked about how pretty adamantly how much you need a running quarterback or a quarterback who is mobile. And I thought that was it's a tough spot, but But they got kids on the team. I think he's talking to Woody's mom and talking to Cam's mom. They all want that. So he definitely provided that. And I think one of the plays that you highlighted on Twitter was the deep pass to Deuce Robinson.
Yeah.
If the linebacker has to respect the RPO because Jaden Maava has already run the ball a bunch of times in the game, so that's why Deuce Robinson was he was running 21 miles an hour and he was wide open.
Exactly. So even if you run that third play of the game, right, that play is going to be there. Why? Because if you look at Jaden's tape, you cannot help but to game plan for the run. So all week, especially with the bye week, and this is where you get defensive coordinators that over prepare. Especially with the bye week, prepare for this run. It's not Miller Moss. Prepare for the run. No. Well, now you see the RPO game. The linebackers are stuck in mud, right? If you look at them, they're staying still because they're looking at it. Well, that's open, and it's gonna be plays like that are going to be there. You had a linebacker that kind of flared out with Woody Marks on that, and the other two stayed in the box. Well, now Deuce is open on the crosser because you're running zone behind it, and we know it, and that's fine. This is the part of the game that I preached so early. What we needed this type of game from them. We needed this type of We needed this type of quarterback play, and it wasn't nothing against Miller. It's just, you're not physically able to do it. At the end of the day, that's all it boils down to. You are not physically able to do it. I don't know what to tell you. It's not that. He's a bad quarterback. He's a bad kid. It's not none of that. He's just not physically able. It's a different style. Yeah. This is not the Pete Carroll era of quarterbacks. He would have fit right along with the Matt Barkleys, with the, the John David Booties.
The Sanchez's.
You fit back then. Yeah. He's prototypical USC quarterback, Carson Palmer's. You fit. right? We could have put you behind that offensive line. Why? Because every time 3 of the 5 was going to the league and playing,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? We could put you back there with Winston Justice, with the Khalils. We could put you back there. Those were guys.
Yep.
Cool. This and our offensive line is growing. You know me, I've been wanting to bang the table for this offensive line to say, just be patient with these guys. They're growing every week, and you see it every week in, week out. This offensive line is growing. Elijah Page is just, to me, the kid is jumping off the screen for me right now. You know what I mean? I just to be a freshman in this game, you know what I mean? Say what you want. People always want to poo-poo us, right? Because we were in the Pac-12. Well, we're not. And we're playing against big boys who y'all said we were going to be hurt in the trenches. Well, we don't. We doesn't look the same. And to be honest, I'm happy for the win. And people are saying, "Oh, it's Nebraska." Da da da. We know this season we've lost this game. This season, the 1-score games this season, we've lost those.
And then also you look at Nebraska did play Colorado. How did that game go?
Right.
So you can't just poo-poo them like it's nothing. I think the only thing in the game was like, you know, the only, like, I know the pick six, and of course it was the CR right, and that is the by the way, that's just so you know, that's the curse of Dwayne Douglas, because every time a player, I'm in that situation where a player leaves my team to go to another team, they always burn my team when they play each other. So just so you know, it's the curse of Marcus Allen going to the Chiefs. Just so you know.
Got you.
Just so you know.
Got you.
But you know that one, I'm not gonna excuse a pick six there, but you knew probably one miscommunication or something was gonna happen because he's trying to make a play. But I think the second one was probably the one that really bothered me was because I just throw the ball away. Like they don't take that.
Yeah, it's unnecessary.
Yeah, don't give a team that's struggling offensively 3 points in that spot.
Yeah,
if you will. But Woody, I mean, just great. I mean, just what can you say, dude? I think the only thing is just like he has to get with that trainer so we can finish some of these runs, because some of these runs are so good that you just they deserve a Woody Marks touchdown. Like the one against Michigan, the one against Michigan deserves a touchdown from him, and also on the 4th and 1. How comfortable did Jaden Maiava look on that pitch to the running back on 4th and 1?
I mean, it was again. You should have seen the smile on my face, and my wife is sitting there watching like, you're smiling. Like I said, babe, because you don't understand. I've been calling for this from day one, and if they did this day one, we're not staring at a 500 record. Yeah. We're not. Sorry, we're not.
And all we asked for was just a little bit of this each half.
Yeah,
they didn't even have to go full. Just play 2 quarterbacks, because that was the only thing. And even I think Brock Huer was doing the game. He's like, you know what? If USC had just played 2 quarterbacks here, they might have been in a better spot. I'm like, duh. Like, of course,
right?
Of course, yeah.
And this is what I asked. Like, this kid coming in, you've seen it early, and again, he's gonna make mistakes. I was more upset about I'm gonna be honest, with the pick six, because I thought it was a bonehead. It wasn't just a bonehead misread. Take the sack. Yeah, take the sack. Be smart about this thing, right? Don't, like you said, but I don't want to give a team that's inept offensively, give them any help. I don't want to give them any help.
Yeah, this game should have been 28-10 easily.
Yeah.
Like, even 30-10. Very easily. Yeah, exactly.
And I felt like he was trying to, early on, he was trying to throw the ball more. I'm just going to throw it. No. We didn't bring you out here. I had a coach tell me, my first DC job, and I correlated into this. My first DC job, I took over for the other, he had fired DC 1 week prior to the game. So my thing was, I'm not going to try to install none of my new stuff, my stuff, right? I'm just going to try to run with his stuff. We got beat by 50, right? Yeah. And he pulls me off. He said, I didn't hire you to be him. If I wanted you to be him, I would have kept him. My point is, Jaden Maiava, do you? I want you to run, fam. I need you to run. Point is, run. If I would have won the pocket passer, we could have kept Miller Moss and did what we do. Run.
Yeah.
Take off. I don't care if you're a one-read merchant right now. I expected this game 1, right? I don't care. And now you're finna go into, theoretically, right now, the biggest game of your career. The biggest game of your career is this Saturday.
Yeah.
I need you to be you, sir. I don't need you to be him. We replaced him. My question to you is, did you see Miller's body language on the sideline?
No, I don't. Like. Here's my thing with body language on the sideline. I'm very sensitive to that part of it. Is that I would like to, if I was there at the game and I could have watched it for long periods of time,
Mm-hmm.
I'd have to get a better feel for it. I think it's hard to get a feel for it when they give you little
Clips.
snapshots. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So like,
That's
yeah,
fair. That's
yeah,
fair.
you know what I mean.
That's fair.
That's why when I see people on the oh look at someone on the sideline laughing, I'm like, dude, like they can be 20-0. If somebody farted and they think that's funny, then it's funny. Like you
Right.
know what I'm saying in the moment. Like you know what I mean. Like you know, so like I don't want to do that. But like, what was your takeaway from it? Like you was just saying
So
like
he was just like stoic. He didn't look engaged.
I mean,
It looked like
to be fair, and I said this on the instant reaction show before this one, before we got together, was he to be it depends. He could be a spoiled brat about it, or he can be a grown man about it.
right,
If he's a grown man about it, he played his way into somebody else taking his job.
right.
So I mean, just to be honest, like if he played better and didn't have
We wouldn't be having those problems. Yeah,
the Derek Carr like panic interceptions. Oh my God, I gotta throw it. Like you know what I mean? Like they just took the sack on some of these plays, or just took the in the Minnesota game, like took the on the 3rd and 4, just take the 5-yard pass play instead of trying to go deep and trying to be a hero when we're up by 7 in that moment, and the only thing that could kill you in that moment is a turnover.
right.
He played himself into it. So like I mean, he'll go somewhere else, and we'll see, maybe I don't think it'll be Michigan, so I'm not worried about that. But and if it
I
is,
hope it is. I
if it
hope it
is,
is.
I hope it is too, because I mean that would be a bad situation for Michigan.
That'd be fun to watch.
That'd be fun to watch. But yeah, so that is what it is. But I I thought that for him, and I think early on too, like I think living in California, you meet people from the Polynesian community, and he was wearing that on his sleeve,
Yes,
all on his shoulders, because that's a big deal for him to be a quarterback at USC. USC,
for sure.
yeah, for USC, in that pipeline, and has a long history. So good for him to get that win, to play somewhat. I mean, he had some passes that were like I'm sure he would like to have thrown them a little bit higher than not be in harm's way. Got lucky on a couple plays here, but you gotta let go of the ball and make it happen. And in this game, I thought he did that, and I thought he also he was elusive, and he made some plays with his legs. And there was one where like I think the cameraman thought for sure he handed it off to Woody, and
Yeah.
they're following Woody like 15 yards on the field, and the ball's in Jaden Mayava's hand. So that's cool stuff right there.
I mean, even the one on the touchdown play, right? You just see the touchdown play that he had. I mean, it was a thing of beauty. You saw everybody bite. You
The
saw it,
the
and you
cut
saw
was
people in limbo.
the cut was
And
serious.
then he puts his foot in the ground. He gets upfield. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Like that's what we needed, and we needed that to win this game. We don't win this game without that.
Yeah, we needed that as well too. And there were some plays there. It was some plays there that he missed that I think that he could have that I think he'll get better at too. He missed one to Walker Lyons, walking touchdown, stuff like that. But like I said, his first game, we will see what happens there as far as that goes, and we'll see if he gets better down the road here. So Juju does not become a Trojan. And then I think from what we read, USC called him and said, "Hey, we're gonna go a different direction." A different direction was Hassan Longstreet. What are your thoughts about Hassan?
I think this is going to be a long play for us. I think that it's going to be next season. Well, not next season. He won't come in as a freshman. I don't think. I think he'll battle for the position. I don't think he starts at the position. I think this is perfect to keep Jaden next season, and then we rock like that, and then and see what happens, right? Hassan has a big arm, and I like it. He's a big arm kid, and I think he's going to play very well. But I think it's just going to be one of those things that we're going to play. We kind of had talked about it a little bit in the last show about Juju, um, and I'm not mad, right? I'm not mad if Lincoln Riley goes, you know what, it's not worth it. You know what I mean? Because we have a kid guaranteed at the crib right now. It's what I've been asking for, so I can't be mad. Recruit local talent.
Yeah. Yep.
The fact that he was still on the willing to talk to us was okay, cool. But like I said before, we lost on CJ Stroud just this way, wanting Bryce, wanting DJ, and then we talked to CJ the last minute, and he's like, "Nah, I'm good."
Yeah, and I think that shows you how much I don't know, like I don't know how much family influence and how much his influence was that. But think about it for a second. He was a guy who he could have easily been a little petty and was like, "Bro, nah, yo, y'all coming to me last minute. You're only coming to
Mm-hmm.
me. You're only coming to me because Juju didn't do his shut his whole thing down for you. I'm good with that. I'm going to wherever, right? But he knows how much he wanted to be at USC.
Yeah,
And what it meant for him to play at USC, and then how he wanted to be a Trojan, and he swallowed it. Like he said, you know what? As long as I'm here and I'm where I want to be, I don't care about Juju. I don't
right.
care about whatever. I don't care about I mean, I know this dude can get me to the league and get me to the league.
And rumor mill, I don't know if the report is true,
Yeah.
but he told them in the locker room Saturday night that he was in. He was gonna make his commitment. And I think we made the call on Sunday, like, yo, we're good.
Well, that's what Wolf Fong was it the guy Wolf Fong from
Yeah.
on three said that he said that when he talked when he said that was sewn up Saturday night, and I think that
Mm-hmm.
was like. And then what? Well, you know, like I just there's a lot of stuff in it. I mean, sometimes you got to go outside the backyard, but there's a lot of stuff in this backyard. So let's just go. Let's just
And there's no reason, like,
yeah,
there's no reason to go outside the backyard unless we absolutely have to.
yeah,
There's no reason to leave California. There
yeah,
just isn't.
yeah.
And I feel like Pete should put his imprint. This is where I feel like Pete needs to step in at. Pete, talk to this dude.
Yes, and talk to him a little bit. Yeah.
Like build the hedge. We won chips about building a hedge around California and then going outside and getting one or two, three guys that we needed to fill out the rest of to make the powerhouse, right?
Yeah.
But we filled out the roster with California under Pete Carroll.
Yeah.
We got some dynamite dudes but this dude ain't even trying. He's not even trying to fill out the roster with. He's not even talking to kids.
Yeah.
Like it's insane.
Yeah. 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 So yeah, you gotta take care of it. And I would like to see him do a little bit more without it being a quarterback. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like as far as that goes. But I mean, like, obviously the quarterback is humongous for this team. But like I said, great job by them to kind of get this in. Also, they picked up Cash Jacobson
Yeah.
from where is he from? I forget where he's from. I think he's from the middle of the country. I'm not sure exactly where he's from. What school did he go to?
The D lineman.
The D lineman, Jinx Children Football. Where is that at? Where is that at? Real quick. What city is that? Oklahoma. So Jinx, Oklahoma.
Mm.
So there he's a big boy up front. So they need that. Good for him. He looks like he could literally be Gary Gavin Myers' twin brother.
Right.
when he comes in,
Right.
but you need that. And I tell you one thing, Gavin Meyer is talk about coming in and being a guy who could possibly be a D lineman in the National Football League because of what he's done here. He has done a great job.
Yeah.
And I think that he is. I mean, he's not going to be a world beater, but like a guy who can just come in and stuff to run. He's
Definitely going to be a great rotational piece.
a rotational piece on a defense in the league, and I think that he just came in and took the tutelage from the guys who know what they're talking about, and Coach Henry knows what he's talking about. So I gotta give him credit for that. I'm looking for. Usually, I follow USC Analytics. They're very. He's a very good site. He breaks down, gives you stats and everything like that. I was looking for snap counts. I ain't see Jacoby really. I was wondering, what did you hear anything about Jacoby? What was going
Yeah,
on with
they
him? Was
said
he hurt?
they said no. They said there was a sickness throughout the locker room,
Okay.
and a lot of Lincoln's words were in this press conference. A lot of guys were sick. He didn't answer it directly. That's how he answered it.
Oh, okay.
He didn't answer like Jacoby. What we had, something. He was like, we had a lot of guys sick in the locker room.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah. Okay. I figured it was something. I figured it was something because I don't. He doesn't strike me as the. Oh, I got to discipline this dude for some
Right?
for some reason
Nah.
at all. So that's why I wanted to make sure that was it. Any other thoughts on the Nebraska game? I think the next step I want to see from this team, and in the next segment we'll talk. In our next show we'll talk about the preview for the UCLA game, but just to give a clean game offensively, as far as just no turnovers. Because if you go through the list of these games, the only reason why these games are close and a lot of reasons why the USC loses these games is because they turn the ball over and
Turn
over
the ball over. And
and
this is
over.
not a game. This game in particular, we
Not
need to play
close.
clean football. We cannot play. We have to play clean football. And I'm like, and again, I can't put the turnovers on play calling because there's some turnovers you'd be like, bro, why did you just call that?
Yeah.
You put the situational play calling bad. These are just bonehead plays by both quarterbacks.
Yeah.
It's just bonehead plays like that. The pick six wasn't even close. Like, who are you throwing to, sir? Who the hell were you throwing to?
Yeah.
Sierra Wright's the only one back there,
I
right?
mean,
Well,
yeah.
and the funny part is they spotlighted Sierra right before that play.
Yeah, that's crazy. So Michigan turnover. They had turnovers. They had turnover in the Washington in the Wisconsin game, even though they smoked
Mm-hmm.
Wisconsin. Minnesota turnover. We know about the Penn State turnover.
Yeah.
Maryland turnover.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember about the Rutgers game. I think they just blew them out from day one.
No, yeah,
Um,
we just walked down Rutgers.
yeah, without
Yeah.
Rutgers, and then Washington turnover,
Right.
and then obviously Washington turnover. So some of these games just have to be, they're close for that reason. And I think that's one of the biggest things we got to see USC take care of as far as taking care of the football, doing what they have to do to kind of win a game like against UCLA going away. Game balls, Coach B. You got some game balls for the Nebraska game for a couple of folks.
Uh, my game ball number one, Marty Ramsey. I
He's
like that
good.
kid.
He's good. He's good.
I like that
You
kid.
know what? The number seven, I think it might be onto something with the way Kalen Bullock is playing for the Texans. Maybe number seven is becoming something here at USC, right? Because I mean, he's having a great year with the Texans. I knew he wasn't going to come back. I mean, so like good for him. Go get your bag. But you know, and now you got another number seven coming in, and Kamari Ramsey, who is just tackling machine, can make things happen. I mean, I just in the video game, I redshirted him in the first year because I wanted more Ramsey later on. I just redshirted him immediately. I was like, I need him and Gentry for a little bit longer.
Right.
But yeah, he's the guy who is probably going to the league next year, and I think it's a phenomenal talent.
No, I think he stays. I
You
think
think
he
so?
stays.
All
I
right.
think he stays because he's a redshirt sophomore right now. So I think he stays.
Oh,
I think he stays. I think he does fill out the draft process
yeah.
to see what's going on, but I think he stays with the number of with the amount of talent we still. Yes, we're losing guys, but I think with the amount of talent we have coming back, with how he can play on the next level. The one thing about Kalen got a lot of picks the year he left, even the
Yes.
year
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
Remember the year before the year before the first year, like with Grinch, he was just getting picks galore. Remember because we led the country in turnovers.
Because Grinch is he's just gambling. He's just
Yeah,
gambling on turnovers. Yeah, he's good.
and you had and so my thing was if we have that, I think Kamari stays. My other one is Cam Fontaine. Cam Fontaine, like like I'm like, all right,
I cannot if
timeout.
time is precious, so you don't want to fast forward time as you get older. But
Right,
I cannot wait. I really can't wait to see him next year. I really can't wait to see Cam next year. I really can't.
Right.
Really
I'm sitting there like, dog.
Yeah.
What, look, I like Jamil. I like our ends. Cam Fontaine should have been a rotation. Put him in a rotation. I'm not saying take those guys out. I'm saying put him in a rotation.
You gotta put him in rotation a little bit more.
You know what I mean? That kid is a monster.
Yeah, that big 49 is look. He looks like I love the young kids who look like grown ass NFL players at 18.
He reminds me of Thule. He reminds me of Thule. In that sense, where like what you said, right? He's a grown man. He's playing a kid's game.
Yeah, it is.
He reminds me of Thule. Like I'm looking around, like what? Like why wasn't this kid in the rotation earlier, dog? I'm like, what are we doing?
I do like him a lot. You got one more? We got two.
I got Cam. I put.
You did two.
Both of them, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Elijah Page. I just love how he's just progressing throughout the season. Fantastic, and I think it's always a joy to watch competent defensive play calling. And I only have one really nitpick thing with Dan Lynn, and if I can nitpick one thing with my defensive coordinator, I'm good.
Right.
I'm good. I'm good. And he has been as advertised. I mean, they haven't given up. Wait a minute, they've given up even with the turnovers. They've only given up 30 points one time this season against Penn State.
Penn State, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So that is just go through this entire season, and I give up 30, and I don't think they're going to give up 30 to either one of or UCLA or Notre Dame. So that's going to be fun times. So I want to give him a game ball as well. So
for sure.
So that's it. You with Super Right USC podcast. Just kind of wrapping up things about Nebraska. Next show we will talk about the preview for USC and UCLA.